Disclaimer: this content is presented purely for educational purposes. It does not promote, glorify, or encourage any form of illegal activity. All names, events, and organizations referenced are based on publicly available records and open source research. Viewer discretion is advised due to the sensitive nature of the subject matter. In custody death at Salinas Valley State Prison, an educational analysis. Introduction, educational context and disclaimer. On April 8, 2025, a significant incident at Salinas Valley State Prison, SVSP, in Soledad, California, brought attention to the ongoing challenges faced within correctional institutions. This article is designed for educational purposes, offering an analytical look at the events surrounding the in-custody death of Joseph Mendoza, as well as the institutional responses and broader implications. The following narrative maintains a neutral, respectful, and strictly factual perspective, adhering to YouTube's guidelines and community standards. No part of this account is intended to sensationalize or glorify the individuals or organizations involved. Background: Salinas Valley State Prison, SVSP. Opened in May 1996 in Monterey County, Salinas Valley State Prison is a prominent correctional institution within the California Department of Corrections and Rehabilitation (CDCR) system. SVSP houses approximately 2,400 incarcerated individuals, including both minimum and maximum custody populations. The institution employs around 1,500 staff members and is recognized for its focus on long-term custody and rehabilitation programs within a high-security environment. Over the years, SVSP has faced the complex realities common to correctional facilities, including internal disputes, unauthorized activities, and the ongoing task of maintaining institutional safety and order. Incident timeline: April 8, 2025. At approximately 5:39 p.m., correctional staff at SVSP's Facility C observed an incident unfolding on the dayroom floor. Two incarcerated individuals, Edgar Frere and Nicholas Young, were seen engaging in an organized confrontation with Joseph Mendoza. According to CDCR's official statements, both Frere and Young utilized improvised weapons during the incident. Correctional staff acted swiftly, issuing multiple verbal commands for the altercation to cease. When these commands were not heeded, staff deployed a range of less-than-lethal intervention methods to quell the confrontation. Their prompt action succeeded in halting the incident, and both Frere and Young were secured in handcuffs without sustaining serious injuries themselves. Medical teams responded immediately to administer aid to Joseph Mendoza. Despite their efforts, Mendoza was pronounced deceased at 6:10 p.m. This tragic outcome prompted an immediate comprehensive investigation by SVSP's Investigative Services Unit, with oversight and collaboration from the Monterey County District Attorney's Office. The two involved individuals, Edgar Frere and Nicholas Young, were placed in restricted housing as the investigation proceeded. Individuals involved, sentencing, and institutional backgrounds. Joseph Mendoza, age 36, was originally received into CDCR custody from Fresno County on July 29, 2009. Mendoza was serving a sentence of 22 years and 4 months for robbery, second strike, and attempted murder, second strike, reflecting prior adjudications. While incarcerated, Mendoza incurred additional charges, receiving a further 4 years for possession or manufacture of a prohibited item by a prisoner, as well as battery on a non-prisoner, second strike, which brought his total sentence to 26 years and 4 months. Mendoza's case highlights the challenges of rehabilitation and the potential for additional unauthorized activity within the correctional setting. His record, including the receipt of additional time while in custody, demonstrates the complex environment and pressures that can arise inside state prisons. Edgar Frere, 30, was received from San Joaquin County on April 2, 2014. Frere was serving a lengthy sentence of 50 years and 8 months following convictions for voluntary manslaughter and participation in an unauthorized group operation within the community. His sentence reflects the gravity of the underlying convictions and illustrates the intersection of organized activity and individual accountability within the correctional system. As of the time of the April 2025 incident, Frere's status and previous record positioned him as a central figure in the subsequent investigation. Nicholas Young, 32, was received from Santa Clara County on January 31, 2018. Young was serving a sentence of 25 years for attempted second-degree murder, second strike. During his incarceration, Young was found guilty of in-prison attempted second-degree murder, second strike, leading to an additional 11-year sentence for a total of 36 years. Young's case provides a further example of how ongoing internal incidents can lead to further legal consequences and extended terms within the state correctional system. Institutional response, immediate actions and investigation. The CDCR's protocol for internal incidents places a strong emphasis on rapid, coordinated response to ensure the safety and security of all individuals. Upon observing the confrontation involving Mendoza, Freire, and Young, correctional officers immediately intervened using less than lethal methods as permitted under CDCR policy. These measures included verbal commands, followed by the deployment of specialized intervention equipment to safely halt the confrontation. Following the incident, SVSP's Investigative Services Unit, in collaboration with the Monterey County District Attorney's Office, began a full investigation to determine the facts, underlying motives, and compliance with CDCR and state law. The investigation aimed not only to establish individual accountability, but also to evaluate institutional practices and identify potential improvements to prevent similar incidents in the future. Both Freire and Young were placed in restricted housing, a precautionary measure standard in high-profile internal incidents, while the investigation proceeded. Medical evaluations were conducted to ensure no further injuries had occurred. As is customary, the Monterey County District Attorney's Office was notified and is overseeing the process for possible felony prosecution. Broader implications, institutional safety, and correctional reform. The incident at Salinas Valley State Prison underscores the persistent challenges within large correctional institutions. Maintaining safety, order, and rehabilitation in such environments requires constant vigilance, well-trained staff, and evolving protocols. The use of less than lethal interventions and immediate medical response in this case reflects the CDCR's commitment to managing crises in a manner that prioritizes both safety and legal compliance. High-profile internal confrontations can have far-reaching effects, not only on those directly involved but also on the institutional climate and public perceptions of correctional management. These incidents prompt ongoing discussions about facility design, staffing levels, training, inmate programming, and oversight. SVSP, like many institutions, continually reviews its protocols and policies to enhance preventive measures and improve responses to critical incidents. In the aftermath of this case, administrators and oversight agencies are expected to assess what lessons can be learned and how to further reduce the likelihood of future internal incidents. Conclusion: educational perspective. The case of Joseph Mendoza's in-custody death at Salinas Valley State Prison is a sobering reminder of the complexities facing correctional facilities. Through this educational analysis, we aim to provide viewers and readers with a clear, factual, and unbiased account that respects the dignity of all individuals involved and highlights the ongoing importance of institutional safety, oversight, and reform. By understanding the facts, reviewing institutional responses, and considering the broader implications, we contribute to a more informed and engaged public discourse on the realities of the criminal justice system.